How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU. And today we finally have an official update from Marvel Studios about Deadpool 3. Deadpool, of course, was a Fox property that Disney now owns, which means Deadpool can now exist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. However, since this has happened, there have been a lot of crazy rumors flying around. Rumors such as Deadpool may not be rated R, or he may not actually exist within the MCU. Maybe he exists outside of the MCU, but is still under Marvel Studios. There have even been some rumors stating that we might not get Deadpool 3 for a very long time, but today, as I mentioned, we got an update from Kevin Feige, and it sets the record straight on everything.
Peter.
Am I getting catfished here, or any powers you want to tell us about?
No, I don't have one. I just saw the ad.
No superpowers at all. You're in.
Yeah.
And we'll break down exactly what Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, said concerning Deadpool 3. And if you're new and you love Marvel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest MCU content. So as it turns out, Ryan Reynolds was not trolling us when he mentioned in some interviews and posted to his Instagram story that he was meeting with Marvel Studios and currently working on Deadpool 3. This is pretty much common knowledge at this point because Marvel Studios announced that they hired 2 writers along with Ryan Reynolds to write for Deadpool 3. But while speaking with Collider, Kevin Feige confirmed that Deadpool 3 is in fact in development right now. And he's extremely excited for it. This is what he had to say in the interview. It will be rated R, and we are working on a script right now. And Ryan's overseeing a script right now. It will not be filming this year. Ryan is a very busy, very successful actor. We've got a number of things we've already announced that we have to now make. But it's exciting for it to have begun. Again, a very different type of character in the MCU, and Ryan is a force of nature, which is just awesome to see him bring that character to life. This is straight from the mouth of Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige, and he just revealed 5 major things about the upcoming Deadpool project. So let's break down those 5 things. And the first thing is that Kevin Feige has confirmed that Deadpool 3 will be rated R. This is something that some fans really weren't sure about. Since Marvel Studios is owned by Disney and they're not too fond of rated R content, we weren't really sure if they were going to keep Deadpool or allow Deadpool to remain rated R. But Disney has announced that they are going to be having an adult content section on Disney+. This will be a feature that you can enable in the settings of Disney Plus that allows you to see rated R content. Now, of course, Deadpool is going to be a feature film once theaters get fully back at it, but the point is Disney doesn't seem to have a problem with doing a rated R film, and that's good because it's hard to imagine Deadpool not being rated R. The second important thing mentioned is that they are working on a script right now, and Ryan Reynolds is working on a script right now. While filming Deadpool 2 and after Deadpool 2, Ryan Reynolds made it very clear that he wanted to be in charge of Deadpool. And I think everybody knows that that character is made by Ryan Reynolds himself. He essentially is Deadpool, and he very publicly mentioned that he wanted control of the character and of the next film. But after Deadpool 2 came out, Disney and Marvel Studios got the rights back to all of their characters, Deadpool being one of those characters, and fans started to wonder if Ryan Reynolds was going to get the control over Deadpool that he wanted since he's now at Disney and Marvel Studios. And Marvel Studios, and Kevin Feige specifically, are a powerhouse. They're the big dogs, the people responsible for Avengers Endgame, the highest grossing film of all time. But it looks like Ryan is going to be given the creativity freedom that he's wanted for a long time now. Of course, Kevin Feige is going to have to approve and will have overall say of what Ryan Reynolds writes, but it is nice to know that they are letting him write the script, and Kevin Feige does call Ryan Reynolds a force of nature. Third important thing that Kevin Feige mentions here is that it will not be filming this year. This doesn't come as too big of a surprise. At Disney's Investor Day, they announced a ton of new projects. And as Kevin Feige already mentioned in this interview, we've got a number of things we've already announced that we now have to make. They have a lot of stuff on their plate. And as he mentioned in this interview, Ryan is a very busy, very successful actor, so it's not going to be filming this year. However, the fourth important thing that this does tell us is a rough estimate on when to expect the Deadpool 3 release date. Since they are working on the script right now, they have the writing team attached to it. Kevin Feige said in this interview it has begun, meaning production, and since he said it's not filming this year but didn't say that it wouldn't be filming for a couple of years or a few years, and given Marvel's filming schedule that we already know, this means it's going to film next year, 2022, which means that we are probably getting Deadpool 3 in 2023. Only 2 years away, and that's a lot sooner than I think a lot of people expected. This could actually be at the end of Phase 4, since Kevin Feige recently, in the same interview, said that he cannot say when Phase 4 ends, meaning that everything they've revealed for Phase 4 isn't everything, and that they actually have more to reveal, and Deadpool 3 is probably going to be one of those projects that is going to come at the end of Phase 4, if not the very beginning of Phase 5. And last but not least, the fifth major reveal is that Deadpool is not going to change. If anything, he is going to be better. Kevin Feige mentions that Ryan Reynolds is going to be writing the script along with some other writers, but at the end of his statement he says, again, a very different type of character in the MCU, and Ryan is a force of nature, which is just awesome to see him bring that character to life. This means that Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios is not going to interfere with how Deadpool is. There's no toning him down since it's going to be rated R. It's going to be the exact same Deadpool that we've known in Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2. And like I said, if anything, he's going to be better than before because Ryan Reynolds is going to tackle the script for Deadpool 3. Remember, he wanted to tackle Deadpool 3 all by himself because Ryan Reynolds basically is Deadpool, and that's not going to change now. Kevin Feige is calling him a force of nature and says it's awesome to see him be the character. So we're probably going to get a better Deadpool than ever. And now we get to see him interact with the heroes that we know and love, which is going to be fantastic. Ryan Reynolds has even taken to Instagram and Twitter already talking about Deadpool 3. On Twitter, IGN posted about the news, stating Deadpool 3 will join the MCU as an R-rated movie, according to Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige, and in true Ryan Reynolds fashion, he replied with, "Full disclosure, I showed them Spider-Man 1 and 2 and told them it was Deadpool 1 and 2, hashtag Deadpool 3. Then on Instagram, replying to the same article, he said, "First order of business, find the guy who killed Bambi's mom, hashtag Deadpool 3. So, production on Deadpool 3 has begun. It's going to be a Kevin Feige and Ryan Reynolds film, which sounds absolutely fantastic. The script is being worked on right now. Deadpool is going to exist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's going to be rated R. Pretty much everything that everybody has wanted for Deadpool 3 is happening. So if you would like to stay up to date on future Deadpool 3 related news, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. Be sure to like the video, and down below in the comments, let me know what you would like Deadpool 3 to be. Who would you like to be in Deadpool, including heroes and villains? And would you like it to be in present time or something like Lion King 1.5, where Deadpool is kind of in the background of all the events of Avengers Endgame? Let me know in the comments down below. For live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.